morning, children. Once again, I welcome you to the geography class of 10th standard to a lesson Indian position and extension. Let us understand the Indian position and extension. I welcome to you in this class. Let us going to hear the first part of this lesson, that is the location and India in Asia and in the world. Okay, as you see in front of your board, the world map is drawn here, and in that the topic name is like the location of our India in Asia and also in the world where our India is existed. Because Indian position and its extension, we are going to understand that today in this chapter. So let us start with this. Let's come to the world map. Let us come to the world map. As you see, the world is drawn over a board. So here, now I am going to tell first, the whole globe is drawn over here. This is the NH, means North Hemisphere, and this is the South Hemisphere. We just examine, even in your textbook, page number 94, the world map is drawn over the same book. Page number, Indian position and extension. You can also go through the textbook. So here the world is drawn. This side, as we see, this is the line which is called as the equator line, which is the equator line, which divide the world into two halves. That is North Hemisphere, there is the South Hemisphere. And we see the world here, it's a W, which means western side and eastern side. Okay, you might be seeing the everything picture clearly, but you might be seeing that is the position of our India is at this point. We see the India at this point, but we don't know at what position it is. If we just take out, okay, which position it comes here. See, as I told you, this is the North Hemisphere. So this is the north side. The whole, whatever the position comes over in this, they are all in the northern side. And whatever comes over here, it comes in the northeast side. So it is called as eastern side. Okay, so first we will come to know the close side for India is eastern part. So India is called east. Okay, now we are one of the continent. India is one of the continent part. So to understand first continents, then we can understand the position of our country. So this is what you see at northern side. We see first this one. It is the North America. It is the North America. Okay. North America is connected with the South America. You can see over here written, it's a South America. It's a North America, South America. Before this, we see here North Pacific. It's a ocean. Okay, North Ocean, North Pacific Ocean. Then we enter into the North America. Then the connected is South America to the North America. So here South Pacific Ocean, the world's biggest ocean, we can say. You heard it in the 8th standard. So South America, North America, and here there is a gap. This gap is called another ocean which we see, North Atlantica, and South Atlantica. It's a gap over here. So in this gap, we see the Atlantic Ocean. Then we come to the another continent. That continent is European continent. This is the Europe continent. The Europe continent and Asia continent having a land connection. Whereas you heard in the first chapter, that is the advent of Europeans to India, which you heard that chapter. So here you can just see the Europe and Asia. They are connected to each other. You can also go through your book to understand this very, the picture or this map. So Europe and Asia continent are here. Now we see Europe continent is in the northern side, north side. So Asia continent, which comes in the eastern, northeastern side. Then in Asia, the India is at the end. India is at the end. So we will make just think that this is Asia, and we take this as the another direction for, okay, we are taking the another direction for Asia. Just think this is an Asian continent. So this Asian, India is in the southeast part because it's a down part. It's a down part. When we compare from here, the Asia, in Asia we are southeast part. Indian position is in the southeast position. It is called Southeast Asia. Southeast Asia. Okay. So you got to know we are the part of the Asian continent. Then we are located in the eastern part. After us, there is only Indian Ocean, no other places. Indian Ocean. Last position is our country. Then we go towards the Africa continent. Here, the Africa continent. Then we come down, we see an Australia continent. Then we come down, we also see the Antarctica continent. So overall, there is a North America, South America, Europe, Asia, Africa. Then we come to the Australia, Antarctica. So there are 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7 continents on this earth. But our Indian position, it is located in the southeast position. Let us see what is the extension. What is the extension? If we can talk about the extension, okay, if we talk about the extension of India, so we need to understand the particular lines. We need to understand the particular lines. So here we see that India, as the previously we heard about in the 8th standard about the longitudes and the latitudes. The longitudes and the latitudes. When we come to know about the longitudes and the latitude, it says that India extends from 8 degree 4 to 37 degree 6. Okay, it is the we see the latitude. We call it the latitude. You know, as I told you that the latitudes are so important for us to understand for the extension of positions and the places in the world map. In the 8th standard, in the lesson called Earth, our living planet, you saw the diagram like Earth, globe, where grid and all longitudes and the latitudes. We have a total, latitudes. Whereas it is known as the 181 latitudes. In the longitudes, it says 360 longitudes. So the latitudes and longitudes are an important lines that connect the position of a place. So for India, the latitude is 8.4 because 181 latitude, in that the latitude line, the number of the latitude which is 8.4 degree to 57, from top to bottom. I am talking about the top to the bottom. Okay, so it is from east longitude. We say that it is the latitude, that is the north latitude, that is from 84 to 37. Then we come to the longitude. When we come to a longitude, it is said, the longitude which extends now from 68 degree 7 to 97 degree 25 east longitude. Not east longitude, it is the east longitude. latitude position and longitude position. 68.7 to 97.25 east longitude, which is going to teach us about the position of our India, from the northern side, from top to the bottom, and then from east to the west to the east. We see that is from 68.7 degree to 97.25 east longitude, which is going to extend the Indian line. So here we can understand this is the extension of our India. The very important line in India which crosses the very important extension of India, which is we call the longitude, which is we calculate our 82 and half longitude. This east longitude is an important longitude which is crossing within our India, that is from the Allahabad of Uttar Pradesh. This longitude is known as the Indian standard longitude because on base of this we calculate our timing. Okay, so this longitude is an important longitude, but we extend up to 97.25. What is that? This longitude is that it go till towards the Andaman and Nicobar. We see the Andaman and Nicobar, this longitude. But the important line of longitude in India is this. When it extends towards till Andaman and Nicobar, that is up to the 97.25. So our India is also till towards the Andaman and Nicobar. So we also add that into our Indian country. So our position extension is from 68 to 97 degree. And in latitude position, we are 8.4 to 37. From latitude level, from longitude level. Once you go through in the book, you need to understand what I am explaining, that you will be understand by this thing. Okay, so important longitude in the country is, that is 82 and half degree. When it comes to the last point of our India, which is called as the Indira point. Indira point, which is at the Indira point, southernmost point. It is called as the southmost point. Southmost point. It is called as the Indira point, the southmost point, which is at the end part of the India, which is comes here down of the southmost part. Okay, it is located at the Nicobar. Is that Nicobar, Andaman and Nicobar. At the Nicobar is India's last position. So Nicobar is the last extension of the Indian body. Then what is the first extension of the body? So the last body, the last part of the India is the Indira point. Then the first point of the India, it is also we see. Then so here it comes the northern tip of India. It is the Indira Cone. Just there is a name change. Same Indira point, and it is Indira Cone. It is north point. It's a south point and this is a north point, which is at Jammu and Kashmir. See, the north point of India, it is the southmost point. This is the Indira point, and the Indira Cone is the topmost position. As I am telling you, the north total top first position which start in India, Indira Cone and Indira point. See, these two are very important to understand the Indian position. Never forget this. In our exams also, these two names are always been remembered. Indira point, south last point, end with Nicobar. Indira's north point, end with the Jammu and Kashmir. So in this chapter, the location of India in the Asia. Okay, it is in the Asia. In the world, we are at the northeastern hemisphere. We are in the north hemisphere. Northeastern hemisphere, we are in the world. And in the Asia, we are southeast position. Okay, you need to understand once again. That is the once again you need to understand the same thing. That is in the world. If we look after the world, our position is in the northeast. Therefore, when Britain came to India, they said East India Company. They started to look forward East India Company because in the world side we are in the eastern side, but when it comes to the Asian side, it comes in the southeast side of the Asia. Okay, so these two you need to remember, and these you must remember because this is the beginning and the end point of the India. These are the important line of latitude that cross over India, that start from 8.4 degree to 37 and end with the 37, and the longitude also 68. Okay, which began from India here and ends with the Andaman and Nicobar. So we find these are the two important line of longitudes and latitudes which cross, and in that important one is 82.5 degree latitude, which is the longitude, which is the in India, Allahabad of Uttar Pradesh, which is an important longitude in India which crosses, and based on that Indian Standard Time is also measured. Okay, so in that Indira point, the southmost point, and Indira Col is the northmost point, which is considered as the one of the important. So here, completely in the world, we stand at this position. Hope you know that. North is the north, it's the east. So Indian position at the northern eastern side. In north hemisphere, northern eastern side. But when you come to a term of Asian, so in the Asia, we are in the down, southeastern side. Southeast side. So this is the location of India in the Asia. This is the location of India in the Asia and in the world. Asia in the world. Okay, dear student, we heard about the location of India in Asia and world. So now we are going to hear the second, that is the extent and frontier of India. After understanding the position and extension, let us now understand, like with India, within the India, how much we are expanded towards the other part of the country and in the Asian continent. So we will just going to understand the extent first. So we are going to understand the extent first, then frontier of the India next. So let's come. This is the extent. It is believed that India is the seventh largest country in the world. India, which stands in the seventh largest country in the world. After all the countries, when we compare, we stand in the number 7 largest country. When it comes to the area wise, so we have the complete area of the India is of 32,87,263 square kilometer. That is the India's complete area. If that complete area calculated in the entire world, see whatever the India occupies the complete land, this is the total area that we need to keep in mind. 32,87,263 for 1 mark. These are the important questions. So the total area of the India in the world's position. So it is 2.42% in the world area. We occupy the Indian land, which occupy the 2.42% in the world area. So when we calculate the India from east to west, so when we calculate, the kilometer is 2,933. When person is traveling from eastern side to western side of India, you need to travel for 2,933 kilometers. Then the complete from east to west, it completes. Then a person who is traveling from north to south, he need to travel 3,214 kilometers. From the top to the bottom, I'm talking about from top to the bottom. This is the Indian extent. This is known as the Indian extent. This is the Indian extent from north to south. So this is very easy. You can just keep in your mind. That's it. Okay. So now we'll come towards the frontiers. Okay. We'll come to the frontiers of India. When we see what is the frontier area of the Indian side. What is the frontier area of the Indian side? Page number 95, you can see in the book also. It is given with the map. You can just check it in the while hearing this, the explanation. The frontier we see both land and water. What we see in land and the water at Indian country. We have a totally 15,200 kilometer natural Himalaya. We have a total 15,200 kilometer of natural Himalaya. Means all kinds of stuff. We can talk about the all kinds of natural beauty. Kashmir, okay. We see a beautiful part. The snow, the ice, okay. We see a different kinds of ranges. High ranges which impact the world, that ranges things belong towards the India. That is the 15,200 kilometer of natural Himalayan ranges. Natural Himalayan. When it comes towards the coastal lines, 6,100 kilometer with the Andaman and Nicobar. When same thing is considered with the Lakshadweep, it is 7,516.5 kilometer. Okay, it is the coastal area line of India. What is that line? When we consider about when we talk about India from here to here. This is all the water line area, that is of 7516. Okay, 7516.5. The total area of water in India, which is considered as including the Andaman and Nicobar and Lakshadweep, 7,516 kilometer of coastal area. So this is the extent and frontier of India. See, from top we have Himalaya ranges, and to the down we have coastal ranges. From the east we have completely Ghat sections. From the west even we have Ghat sections. See, in India is in such a position which has all the frontiers and like. So when it comes towards here, now we are here, the Arabian Sea. The Arabian Sea. When at the down, Indian Ocean. At the down, it's an Indian Ocean. When it is at the east, you see the Bay of Bengal. Bay of Bengal, Sea of Bay of Bengal. Okay, Arabian Sea, Indian Ocean, Bay of Bengal. At three sides, we see the water. That is why India is called one of the beautiful land, which is the Peninsula, which is also known as the Peninsular land. Three-sided water. At the top, at the top of India is a land. Top of India is a land, and the three side is a water. So position of the India in the world, it is a peninsular land. It's a peninsular land. You can see the water at three sides, but only the land at the top side. See, from here, when we start from Pakistan onwards, it begins to flow. Then we go towards the European countries and Asian countries like China. We start entering into the land area. There is no water in that side, but even there are the flow of water are there, the river system are there, but not the oceans and water lands. So here down we face the water in the more way, and so it is called the one of the Indian land, which is one of the having a very perfect position in the world. So Indian position and in extension we find to see that is the location of India is in the southeastern side. Extent and frontier of India, we see is all important. The Himalayan range and the coastal area of our country. It is the greatest thing about East India. It's one of the peninsular land which is located at the center. Okay, so we see the final thing that is about the final thing about this chapter, and the chapter is going to be that is the neighboring countries. Okay, so when we see about the last point of this same chapter, that is the neighboring countries. When we see the last point of this chapter, that is the neighboring countries. Okay, you know, every country, neighboring countries of our country, of India. So it comes to the neighboring countries. We see we have 7 neighboring countries. We have 7 neighboring countries. Let us start from first. As you know that everybody, Pakistan. Okay, Pakistan, separated by Radcliffe line. Pakistan, separate with the Radcliffe line. Why I am writing this? Because this is the line which separates India to Pakistan. Then we see also the top of the Kashmir after the Pakistan. That is the Afghanistan. This is the second. There are 7 countries. Which are neighboring countries to India. There is Pakistan, separated by Radcliffe, and Afghanistan, Durand line. This Durand line is the line which separates India from Afghanistan. It's the border lines. They also call it as the border lines. Whereas it separates from, when we see the other countries, there are Nepal, China, Bhutan, Bangladesh, Bangladesh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we see that is the another Myanmar. So the 7 countries are the neighboring countries which separates India. So in China, like a McMahon line. You know, always India is having a trouble with McMahon line, with the Radcliffe line. Okay, even it is also called as in China, also called LAC. Line of actual control, and also we call for Pakistan as a LOC. Okay, line of control. It's called as the line of control, LOC, and LAC, actual line of control, and line of control. These both lines always been troubling with India, with China, India, Pakistan. You know, these are neighboring countries. You know, earlier Pakistan was a part of the country, but now it is, by the time of the Radcliffe, who was the name was given at the time of the Radcliffe who divides the India, and it is the name of the person, the viceroy who was at that position. He gives the name of the person. So Durand line. Durand was a man who was at that time to take the control. So we see Park Street. This thing, Park Street. This is the line which separates the Myanmar to, from India to Bangladesh. So it is a vast straight line. So we see Bangladesh and Sri Lanka east, the south China. So these have other lands with a different names. So these are the neighboring countries, and overall India having a completely, there are at present 30 districts and 7 union territories. There are 30 districts, 30 states and 7 union territories. 7 union territories. Okay. These called as the administrative. These are known as the administrative divisions. So India is a democratic republic country. It's a democratic republic country which has the primary regional languages in all the different places, primary religion languages in the different places, and we see that all the union territories are handled by the capital city of Delhi, and Telangana is the newest city among the states of Rajasthan. Rajasthan is the largest state in our country. Rajasthan is the largest state in our country, which is called as Goa is the smallest. Okay. Rajasthan, largest, Goa, smallest. So entire India, position and extension. This is what in this chapter we got to know. So dear students, once this chapter is complete here itself, so in this chapter you have learned about the Indian position and extension in the world, and its location, its extension, its frontier and the neighboring countries. So overall this is the Indian extension position in the extension chapter. So I repeat you once again, just go through the textbook here, read it once again, that you can understand very clearly. Thank you.